Sergeant Aidan Cross had been stationed on the frontier edges of the Celestian Empire for nearly 6 months, assigned to the uneasy peace that existed between humanity and the towering luminescent species known as the Etherians. After decades of border conflicts, treaties, and half-broken agreements, humanity finally shared a fragile alliance with the Etherians, one built on mutual need rather than trust. Aidan never expected to be at the center of anything political. He was a soldier, a simple one, and simplicity suited him. But fate had a habit of dragging ordinary men into extraordinary events. The frontier outpost where he served sat at the edge of Verdantia, the jewel world of the Etherian people. It was lush, covered in crystalline forests and glowing spores that floated through the air like drifting lanterns. Etherians were deeply connected to this planet. Rumors said they could hear its heartbeat. For Aidan, Verdantia was beautiful but unsettling, like a cathedral too sacred for human boots. On the morning it all began, he was part of a routine patrol escorting an Etherian convoy. It should have been uneventful, just another chapter in the long book of interspecies diplomacy. But the universe rarely cared for routine. Halfway through the march, the sky split open with a shriek. Pirate raiders, ironclad scavengers known as the Scourge, descended in a swarm of rust-worn ships. They attacked fast and ruthlessly, targeting the convoy's central carriage. Aidan didn't understand why until he saw her. A small Etherian child, no more than 8 by human appearance, tumbling out of the shattered carriage as the Scourge tore it open. The child glowed faintly, the way all Etherians did, but her light was purer, almost blinding. And the moment she hit the ground, the raiders surged toward her. Aidan didn't hesitate. He broke formation, sprinting through laser fire, his rifle clutched tight. When the nearest raider aimed a grappler at the girl, Aidan hurled himself into its path. The impact knocked him breathless, but he rolled to his feet, grabbing the child and pulling her behind a fallen tree made of crystal bark. She stared at him with wide, shimmering silver eyes. "Are you hurt?" she asked, her voice like a chime. "Not yet," Aidan grunted, firing blindly over the trunk. "But I will be if we don't move." The raiders advanced. Aidan grabbed the girl's hand. It was warm, warmer than human skin, and pulsed with a heartbeat not her own. They ran through the glowing underbrush as explosions shook the ground behind them. Finally, after what felt like hours, Aidan found an abandoned outpost bunker. He sealed them inside with a manual override. The girl trembled, but not from fear. From anger. "They want me because of what I am." "And what are you?" Aidan asked softly. She looked up. "I am Princess Lyria, daughter of Queen Sarastra. And they want my light." Aidan felt his stomach drop. Royal. A child of the Etherian ruler herself. He had just intercepted the kidnapping of a political figure who could ignite a war if harmed. Humanity and Etherians barely tolerated each other as it was. Her abduction could have shattered everything. He knelt beside her. "Princess, I'll get you home. I promise." Her small hand tightened around his. "I believe you." They slipped through the forest for 2 days. The Scourge hunted them relentlessly. Aidan could hear their engines in the sky at night. He rationed food between them, though she hardly needed it. Etherians drew sustenance from ambient light. Still, she always insisted he take the larger share. Lyria spoke constantly, her curiosity boundless. She asked about Earth, about humanity, about why humans couldn't glow. "Because we're not half plant, half energy," Aidan teased. She giggled, a sound like tinkling glass. In return, she told him about her people's bond with Verdantia. Etherians were born from bioluminescent seed pods produced by the planet itself. The royal family, she explained, carried Verdantia's oldest light, the source of their political and spiritual authority. If the scourge captured her, they could siphon that ancient light to fabricate power of their own. Aiden understood all too well. Power like that could unbalance the entire galaxy. On the third night they were discovered. The scourge cornered them near a ravine, dozens of raiders emerging from the shadows. Aiden shoved Lyria behind him as blaster barrels glowed with deadly heat. He raised his rifle. "You're not taking her." The raider captain laughed, a metallic rasp. "Human, you stand in the way of a fortune greater than empires." Aiden fired first. The battle was chaos. Screams, flashes of energy, the hum of plasma blades. Aiden fought until his arms burned, taking hit after hit. He collapsed to one knee, coughing blood. A raider loomed over him, lifting a blade to strike. Then the world exploded with light. Lyria screamed, not in fear but in fury. Her entire body ignited with blinding radiance. The raiders stumbled back, shielding their eyes. The ground itself pulsed with the same rhythm, as if the planet had awakened in response. A wave of pure white energy burst outward from her, sweeping across the battlefield. When the light faded, the scourge lay unconscious. Aiden blinked through the afterglow, stunned. Lyria rushed to him. "Aiden, you're hurt." He forced a smile. "Just a scratch." He passed out before he hit the ground. Aiden awoke in a palace of crystal. Blue-white chandeliers floated like stars around him. His wounds were wrapped in glowing silk that pulsed gently with healing light. A tall figure stood beside his bed. Queen Sarastra. Her presence was overwhelming, like standing before a sun made flesh. "You saved my daughter," she said. "And in doing so, you saved our empire." Aiden tried to sit up, but she raised a hand. "Rest. There is more you must understand." Princess Lyria rushed to his side, her eyes bright with relief. She held his hand, much the same way she had in the forest. The queen continued, "We owe you more than gratitude. There has never been a human who risked his life for one of ours. You have changed the course of history." Aiden swallowed. "I just did what any soldier would do." "No," Sarastra said softly. "You did what heroes do." She reached forward and placed a crystalline pendant on his chest. It glowed with the same pure light he had seen from Lyria during the battle. "This," the queen said, "is the heart's heart, a fragment of Verdantia's original light. It has never been given to anyone outside the royal family." Aiden felt the weight of centuries in the pendant. "With it," Sarastra said, "you are bonded to Verdantia. You will always be protected here. Our people will honor you for generations." Lyria squeezed his hand tighter. "You'll come visit, won't you?" Aiden smiled. "Nothing could keep me away." The queen bowed her head to him, a gesture no human had ever received. The galaxy would talk about this moment for centuries. A human soldier honored by an alien queen, a fragile alliance strengthened by bravery, a little princess who saw humanity in a species known for war. And Aiden Cross, an ordinary soldier, became the man who changed the empire, not through conquest but through compassion. When Aiden finally returned to his outpost, the heart's hard pendant glowed softly against his chest. The other soldiers stared in disbelief, whispering rumors and legends that would only grow with time. But Aiden didn't care about legends. He cared about the promise he had made.